Modern day work is essentially defined by three challenges. Three tests you're going to need to navigate over your 40 years of productive time. And understanding these tests is critical for your career strategy. The first test is pretty obvious. Can you find a job? Can you find a platform to exchange your abilities in a way that can sustain your life, for some kind of value that can sustain your life? And as I travel around the world for this Work Around the World project, right now I'm in Morocco, you start to understand how difficult this can be, how devastating it can be when people can't find their work. And that's test number one. Test number two happens after you find your work. And that is, can you fall in love with your work? Can you truly engage with it? Can you find a way to pour your heart into your work? And it sounds like this should be the easy challenge because it's the one that's under your control. But more and more people are struggling with this reality. As much as they want to try, as much as they are trying, they can't find a way to give their full ability into their work. And that may or may not seem like a big issue until you understand test number three. And test number three is, can you stay relevant? With all the changes happening in the world of work, can you find a way to stay relevant for decades? And this test really snuck up on us. What's happening is that peak earnings, the time in your life when you're earning the most, is happening later in life, and it's dropping off much faster. Before, as you gained seniority within a company, you gained security. It was almost like it was harder to get rid of you. Now that relationship has flipped. As you gain seniority, maybe you're more likely to lose your job. Maybe you're more complacent. Maybe you earn a little bit more. Maybe your technology skills aren't up to the same standard as other people. And so maybe you're the person your company looks at when they're looking to make changes. All of these tests are hard for their own reasons, but they are your tests to overcome. So here's the thing. If you're stuck at test one, you can't find a job. The most fundamental advice I can give you is to keep investing in your own growth. Keep learning. Keep finding a way to expand what you know and what you can do, and then keep proving that you know that stuff. Volunteer, make up your own work, create your own company, create something that allows you to express the skills that you have, and then don't stop. Einstein wrote over 10 letters between 1900 and 1902 looking for work. Everyone gets affected in this area. You have to overcome it. And if you're stuck at test number two, again, you may not think this is a big deal, but at some point it catches up to you, either mentally or with the reality that it's really hard to stay relevant in your work when you don't care about it. And if you're here, the thing you need to do is start to incorporate more of the stuff that you actually want to be doing into your work, into the work that you already have. You have to find a way to incorporate it. Laird Hamilton reminds us that we have to make sure our own worst enemy isn't between our own two ears. And for those of you at test three, you have to find a way to stay thoughtful about your work. You can't go on autopilot. That idea of thoughtful or thoughtless is really going to define the future of your work. Can you find a way to keep your head up? Can you find a way to keep looking at the changes that are coming your way? Or is your head down? Are you thoughtless about your work? Are you missing the changes that are happening? And as a result, are you going to be the final change that happens? Work is an incredibly powerful platform. You get to do something for 40 years. The amount of effort, the amount of impact you can have, the opportunity to leave something in this world is huge. But it requires you to get over those three tests. Best of luck.